Hello, I'm Tim Moody, President and CEO of Pan Global Resources. Pan Global is exploring primarily for copper, which is a critical metal, critical to the energy transition. The company has a new copper discovery in an excellent location with the potential for it to be a low-cost mining operation, something that could be brought into production in the next 5 to 10 years when copper prices are expected to be accelerating. Add to that, we have an exceptional team, management team and board with both big company backgrounds, experience from discovery right through to production. So we could take this all the way through, and the company's been fortunate that it's had a strong balance sheet to drive an excellent, major exploration program for the last 2 years that we're executing today. So what makes us different? Well, we have lots of additional upside on top of the discovery that we've already made. We can see this thing growing substantially to the west. We have another big target to the east, and we have many other targets that we haven't tested yet. So we're in a very unique situation. We think we have the type of discovery that the mid-tiers and larger companies would be interested in, particularly the other operators in the area that we're currently exploring. So looking at our location, we're at the eastern end of the Iberian Pyrite Belt. This is the most prolific volcanogenic massive sulfide district in the world. 7 major operating mines today and a number of development projects with major operators like Lundin, First Quantum, Sandfire and others. But really importantly, right next door to us, Grupo Mexico are looking to recommence mining at Los Frailes with construction anticipated to commence sometime this year. That's a big advantage, brings additional infrastructure into the area and makes our project potentially more valuable. So looking at our Laramana discovery, we've finished 160 drill holes here already. We've shown mineralisation continuous over 1.2 kilometres of strike. From surface, it's very simple geometry, but it's open in a number of directions. So although we've made we think an important discovery already, we can see the potential for this to grow another 1,000 metres to the west, and we're drilling there today. In addition to that, we have another big target off to the east called Bravo that we're waiting to get access to. We expect we will in the next few months. And in addition to that, we have more than a dozen other large targets that look just like Laramana, and I think the potential for us to make additional discoveries is exceptionally high. So if you were to create a checklist of all the things you'd want for a new potential mine development, I think we're hitting most of those markers. Near surface mineralisation, very simple geometry, open in a number of directions, great metallurgy. All of these things are pointing towards the possibility of a very low-cost mining operation. Again, as I mentioned, something the other developers and other the mid-tiers would want to have. We're drilling today. We can see the potential for it to grow. Our models are advanced. We've already completed the first stage of metallurgy, and we're also well advanced in our environmental baseline studies, with the intention to come out with a resource perhaps sometime in the first half of 2024. So we have about 200 million shares out, very strong insider participation with about 9% of the issued shares out today. That extends to 14% on a fully diluted basis. At the end of the first quarter, we had 6.1 million in the bank, and we're about 12,000 metres into a 20,000 metre drill program today. So, we have a high proportion of our exploration dollars going into the ground. And so I think we're certainly a company that investors looking for strong copper companies in great locations with excellent management teams. Pan Global should be one of those at the top of your list.